Alrighty. Looks like everything's good to go. Very nice. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again, and there is a lot to see to tonight. So, for those of you who missed last week, short version, about a month ago, I needed to do an upgrade to my computer as my motherboard was having some issues. And as a result of that, I decided, you know what? I was already planning a move to Linux anyway, because I'm not interested in going to Windows 11, even if I'd be effectively compelled to in about a year. So my thought was, you know what? Let's see how much of my game library works in Linux, just make the switch. So this is the closest to a pure Ubuntu environment that I can get, as close to a fresh install as I can get, and we're going to see how things play out there. So last week, we ended up checking out some of my Steam games, most of which have a native Linux version, to mostly positive success, but for the most part, well, here we are. So I'd say it went fairly well, but now we get to have some more fun because, well, now we get to find out if my GoG library is able to see to it. But since that there'll likely be some new faces trickling in, I suppose I should address the elephant in the room first and foremost. What the heck? Holy crap. I have not seen a spike from any of my videos like this before. Holy crap. Much appreciated. The one time I decide to do a response video, and it gets all the attention. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to duplicate that, as I suspect the video is right place, right time. But you know what? Much appreciated. I will definitely be experimenting with that in future. I don't know when the next one will be, as it's not what I normally spend my time doing on this channel, but you know what? We'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. You've had some time to think on yesterday's thoughts, presumably about yesterday's stream. I will attend to that. Well, we'll talk about that towards the end of this. I've got a spiel that I want to get through first. Borderlands 4 just had its trailer drop. Good for them. I hope it's good. I'm not keeping too close of an eye on it as of right now. So, either way, much appreciated for the shocking amount of support on the free run video. And with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to the main event. So, first and foremost, we get to talk about GOG games. So, with Steam, it's relatively easy for me to go over here, just push the button, install it. I just have to hit one check mark in a setting and suddenly my entire library is open, and most of it in theory should work right out the gate. But for GOG, well, they offer a lot. The fact that you can just download your game and own it DRM free and have no concern about copying it or anything else to that effect, very valuable. Very valuable. But that also has its drawbacks because GOG doesn't have a Steam Deck that they're trying to get working, so you end up in a situation where, well, you do have to configure things a little more, but thankfully, we have options. Specifically, Lutris. Play all your games on Linux is how they present it. Direct access to your game libraries, so if you want to run your Steam games through it, you want to run your GOG games through it, if you want to mess with the Epic Game Store for some reason, in theory, we'll have all sorts of fun with emulators at some point. So, all sorts of fun to be had with this. So, we're going to, since that this is in part a matter of making sure that everything is set up correctly, since that's half the point of it, and the reason why we are focusing on, well, since that the whole point of this is focusing on, okay, what are all the troubles we'll run into along the way? Well, in order to see to that, we're going to approach installing this like a normie. Just give me a second to move tabs around. We are going to think, oh, there's this neat little app center. Is this like the App Store on something like an Android or an iPhone? So we're going to install it the most normie way possible. Can we find Lutris on here? Okay, come on. Hang on, is that actually it? Okay, it is. Okay, good thing that homepage is there. Interesting they don't have a gallery set up. What, is it because I installed updates without restarting? It could be. Either way, we're going to approach this in the most normie way possible. Just running it through Linux's built-in app store. Might take it a little bit to install, and I'm already anticipating at least one bit of difficulty, but we shall see how it plays out, won't we? Lutris. Alright. Going through a bunch of updates on its side. 1804, what? Is that when it got started? Good chance of it anyway. So, we don't have to worry about running it through Steam or any of these three. So, let us start. Alright, I'm going to pull this off to the side since that you don't need to know my email. Alright, so I believe that should be good. So it'll take a while to, well, take a little bit to grab all the games I have on there. Funnily enough, most of the games I have on here are ones I have, well, a decent number of the games I've put on here are games that I haven't explicitly put on here. Because I think there's a few, like, I think these Ultima games, for some reason, just showed up on my account one day. And I have no idea why. It must have just been a part of something that they were doing at the time. But either way, here is my entire GOG library. So they mark out which games have a native Linux version and which ones will end up running through Wine. So we'll see how that plays out. And to give a sense for what that's going to be like, well, let us go ahead and carry on our way. Let's see what it does. So, should just be a simple install. Now already, I know we're going to run into trouble. Because you will notice, hang on a minute, profile none. What this? Why is there no profile here? Because if you've seen any of my variety nights at this point, you will know that, hang on a minute, you've played this game before on stream. You have a profile. Well, that's the fun part about this. So we're going to close out of this, and I'm going to pull up, well, and effectively what's going on here is as follows. Because let me show you the original way that you played that you downloaded and played games on GOG. You went over to their website and you downloaded an installer. So if I search for Into the Breach, assuming I spell it right, I hit the install, let's see, I say view downloads, I see the game right here, I download it from here. This is basically no different than how Lutris is running things. Because the whole idea with GOG allowing you, well, having everything be DRM free, is that GOG Galaxy, what they use for their cloud saving and multiplayer, was added on after the fact as a convenience to compete with Steam. Beyond that, largely, if you do not want to mess with GOG Galaxy at all, if you only care about your old game collection, if you are, say, only interested in these two after Blizzard delisted them because they are cowards who hate money, then you can just download them right here if you're not worried about cloud saves or multiplayer and be just fine. Not necessarily going to be super ideal for our purposes, so let's see if we can run GOG Galaxy through Lutris. See if we can make it any easier. Because in theory, since that GOG Galaxy should be compatible, well, we should be able to use Wine and whatnot to at least get this working, can we get access to our cloud saves from here? If only long enough to where we can run in and grab our cloud saves. So, let's find out. While I'm waiting on this, let me mess with my tabs real quick. Guess I can get rid of that. Alrighty, hit install. Oh, what else chat been up to? Oh yeah, so what was being mentioned in chat was stuff from the Game Awards. Let's see, I'm more surprised by Okami too. We'll see how it turns out. I didn't keep close eye on it. I'm pretty sure it was going while we were streaming Xenoblade yesterday. Alrighty, so there it goes. Should be relatively swift to get this sorted. And I'll make sure to get this part set up the next time we jump in and look at a GoG game. Because I don't think we necessarily need to show this off more than once. How's your evenings going, chat? Let me make sure everything's good there. And close that out. Alrighty. Are we streaming the video tomorrow, or is it pre-recorded? I will talk about that towards the end. I'm of mixed opinions on what I should do there. You are taking your sweet time with this. Is my connection bad right now, or is it just annoyed because I installed updates without restarting? Probably should have made sure I gave myself enough time before hitting the update button, but we'll see how long it takes. Though, to be fair, I didn't do any sort of pre-setup. This is purely to see, okay, how long is it actually going to take? In a worst-case scenario, can I... You're not going to let me... Oh, actually, you will let me at least set other stuff up in the meantime, huh? Maybe. Well, I can at least prep one of the other things I'm working on, I think. Well, what I'm intending to look at. Let's see. So if I'm not concerned about... Let's see, I had a list... Ah, right. Here's what I was planning on looking at. Whoops. Don't need that. Oh yeah, to let you pull in basically everything if you wish. So... May as well pull in the... Well, we won't worry about pulling in the manuals. This is going to be relatively swift anyway. Okay, why would it take... we'll see what happens. Well, worst case scenario, I can at least show off Into the Breach working in the native Linux version, if nothing else. Or I can jump to Steam and install something through there. Oh, actually, while I'm waiting, better idea. Because I also use this... Well, I also use this OS because Discord is ironically working better here than in my main OS. So, another thing I did... So, occasionally when the group isn't able to get enough people together for a night, we'll occasionally go to a different game, and so I got to find out firsthand that... Turns out, Minecraft still works absolutely fine on Linux. Was able to spend about 2 hours with it on Tuesday. I can't access the Bedrock edition, but still, Java edition worked just fine, which I am very pleased about. I really should have thought ahead of it on this. Actually, system monitor telling us anything interesting? Let me pull it over to where I can see it better. Let's see, Lutra. Let's see, sort by resources. And my CPU's not getting thrashed a whole lot. Looks like most of my stuff isn't being thrashed all that much, to be fair. I'm surprised it's not writing more to the disk. No matter. Interesting that it's taking this long, though. No matter. Well, I guess while we're waiting then, since I don't want to just have the stream freeze over while we're waiting, I already know that GOG Galaxy can be set up to work properly in my in my other partition as I was testing it out there. So while we wait, I suppose we can just go around in here. Alright, so let me just set this to full screen. There we are. Alrighty. Actually, did I accidentally tell it to give me tutorial prompts or whatnot? Yeah, go away. We don't need that. Hang on, where'd the game go? No, seriously, where'd the game go? Oh, there it is. Interesting how it's saved. Alrighty. We'll just go a normal one. Just to get a sense for what this is just to get a sense for how this plays. Should only need one round anyway, so this should be fine. Okay. Let's have it out. Less than 4 mech damage, huh? That'll be fun. Interesting. Alt-tabbing out. Doesn't interfere with the game, but... Alright then. Let's see, what are my options? So... Remind me what your ability does? Alright. That could be rough. So we need rid of that guy. Let's see, what's your movement range? I think what we do, we lead by shoving you into this in order to get that guy out of our hair completely. You punch that guy's lights out, and that guy's lights get punched out too. Alright, cool. That leaves you badly damaged. Alright, so be it. So, if we're gonna have you there, well, actually, how do I want to play this? So what range do we have? I don't like that. Do I want to have you further back, or... Let's see, we've got 3 incoming, and we won't be able to position to do much against them right now. Not an ideal spot. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I'll have you go over here, shoot this guy, smack, you take the hit, which will suck, but that'll at least minimize the number of enemies we have to deal with next turn. Cool. Alright, so those 2 won't harm anybody. Oh, okay, that complicates things. Let me think. There might be something to that, actually. Although, you know, he'd still end up killed. Okay. Problem is, I can't oh, this is actually bad. If I have you stay there, you're dead. But I need to get that guy off of you somehow. And my only way to do that... that's bad. That's really bad. The only way to get you off is to fire on my own stuff. You know what? Risk it! That was a terrible decision, but we went for it anyway because I can. Hiya! Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Pay no attention to how much we're bleeding right now. Ow. That sucked. Oh, and now they all have extra health on them. Yay. Just what I wanted. Yet more trouble. Okay, that we can live with. Okay. This is the last round, so that should be fine. Get rid of that. You blast him into the mine. And then I guess you can just take a pot shot and be done with it. Cool. What's Chad up to? I'm doing well. Have to go to a Christmas party tomorrow. Hopefully it goes well. And then there's Gilgamesh trying to ask me about Xenoblade after the stream. Let me get through my spiel first. Alright, well that's going. Oh, that ain't good. What happened here? Huh. Back to destination folder. Huh. Heck happened there? What, did it get annoyed because of that right now? Or do I have to... How is it installing stuff? It installed into the breach just fine. Hang on a minute. Oh, I think I might know what's going on. Maybe. Well, let's finish this round, then I can mute this for the moment. Less than 3 grid damage, huh? Okay. I think what we do then, so what's the attack order? Environment first, so I think what we do... Alright, that ensures that that one's not going to be a problem. And then you can blast this guy, so that he's blocking that. Then you can, I think, step a little more forward, but don't do anything yet. I think I might know what's going on here, but I'll need to check it after we're done. Let's at least get through this round, and then I can investigate. Oh, I thought you had finished your spiel? What I mean is, I want to keep this stream on topic. There will be time enough to talk about Xenoblade and all the rest later, but for now, I want to focus on this. Okay, there's going to be a lot of enemies emerging this round, which is going to suck, but here goes nothing. At least the mountain's not in our way. Okay. Oof, that's not good. And that guy took damage as well, so that's gonna be even rougher. Okay. Let me think. So you can only do 1 damage right now. It wouldn't be enough to kill that guy anyway. You guys can't easily change places, so I think our best option then... Let's at least knock this guy out, to minimize damage going on to you. Let's ensure that this guy gets munched, and you're just gonna have to grin and bear. Oh, wait a minute, you're down, aren't you? I made a mistake. Crap. Well, at least nobody's coming up from that spot anymore. Damn. Last turn? Okay, well. Unfortunate, but so be it. Oof. Big oof. Alright, so, now that I've seen to that, I'm gonna go looking around real quick. Alright, so that can go away. Alright, let me pull up Lutras's website again and see if I can do some investigating. Let's see. So let's bring this over here. Make sure to install blind and drivers, huh? Well, let's see what version it's trying to use. Should be a button where I can look at settings. Somewhere through here. Let's go ahead and try and reset that. Let's see. So what is it using for... Let's see, so... I can set it to use Proton? So that's what it's using right now. I should probably tell this to shut up. Okay, let's see. Well, it claims that it's here, and it should be effectively there as a result of everything. I wasn't expecting to run into this kind of issue. Okay. Continue. Alright, we'll let that run and see how it goes. Okay, I'll check on that after the next run. Let's see, is there anything important in chat I missed? Yeah, looks like I'm good there. Alrighty. Let's see. Usually good to go for these in the long run, given the circumstances. Oh yeah, I'll need to run for that relatively swiftly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, how do I want to play this then? Let's see, so it's 2 hits to knock that guy down. Okay, here's what I want to do. Alright, that gets that out of the way. Then you knock this over, eliminate those 2 right out the gate. You go over here, blast this guy away so that he won't harm anything. Oh, wait, block Vex spawning? Oh, that might be tricky now that I've done that. Guess we'll find out. Ooh, that gives me a chance. Alright, knock that guy out. Alright, get that guy out of here. I guess you're just gonna be playing footsies with that guy for a while. Yeah, go ahead and shoot, why not? Oh, perfect. Gives me another Vex spawn block, which will be good. Although... Let's see. I think we have you focused on knocking this guy out. And then we just accept that that's gonna take a hit. Ugh. Oh wait, I wasn't able to block all the Vex from spawning, was I? Because I'm pretty sure... Actually, does that go away this round? Yeah, it does. Okay. Man, I am playing terribly tonight. Alright. Alright, start by getting that guy out of the way. Cool. And then... That'll do. That should minimize damage at least. Cool. That works. Anything good? Nice. Set that up immediately. Useful. Okay. I did get another core from that as well. That seems the most useful option. Okay. Installing game data, huh? Are you actually installing game data, or are you just messing with me? I guess we'll find out. Well, worst case scenario, I download something through Steam if this keeps giving me issues. Try again another day. Alright. Defend the tanks. Rude. Oh, actually, I could have some fun with this. There we go. And then... Oh, wait. Perfect. And then make sure that that guy doesn't deal any damage. Cool. Alright, so in order to knock you all out, let's see. Keep that guy on his toes. That's probably the easiest method to deal with that guy. You can just kill this one outright. is you can just shove that one around instead. Alright, cool. I believe at some point those tanks activate. I can't remember when. Perfect. Alright, they've only got 1 health on them. So I've got a limit as to how effective I can be, realistically, but here's what we'll do. We'll have them shove this guy around. Perfect. And then you take a swing at this guy. Perfect. Alright. Oh, actually, I'm gonna handle it that way. Get that shot first. Then, bam. Good. Nice. Alright, that leaves only 1 enemy to deal with this round, and that is easily dealt with. Guess you can take the experience just for fun. Nice. And we're done. Nice. Let's hope that grid defense comes in handy. Gonna need it for this battle. Okay. So, Hornet Leader, huh? That's gonna be fun to deal with. Ooh, actually, that could work to my benefit. Could, anyway. Alright, here's what we do. Step 1. Step 2. And then just for fun... Yeah, I don't mind you taking a little bit of damage, so go ahead and land that strike as well. Let's see how that affects things. Yeah! Even better. Alright, this round's going much better. Good. Alright, knock him out. Should be enough to keep that one at bay. Then get rid of the flames, just to make sure you don't take too much unnecessary damage. Alright, we've got this one well in hand. Okay, so you haven't taken any damage. So we'll start with this. Knock it out. Actually, we've got people over in that direction. Let's make sure this corner's covered. Alright, that's gonna be fun to deal with. Okay, step 1. And then... I think step 2... Alright, now it's coming back to me. Away they go. Nice. Man, everybody got grid defense, huh? Fair enough. That'll do. And then I think I just up your damage so that I've got a bit more flexibility. Alrighty. Before I get too far along with that... Huh. What is your deal, GoG? Huh. You know what? You know what? It might be good for me if I'm gonna keep trying with this. I did install updates recently, so maybe that's all it's reacting to. Unless, what, do I have to run this in... I wonder if I have to run this in admin mode. Although I didn't have to worry about that for any other game I've installed through here. Well, Into the Breach is testament to that. Well, we'll close out this round however it turns out. Then I think I'll restart my computer. And we'll see if that makes the difference. When in doubt, turn it on and off again. Already being difficult, huh? Already being difficult. Okay. Well, let's lead with ensuring that that guy isn't a problem. Cool. And then... I clearly thought this through. Actually, no. Go ahead and take that damage. At least get that one within kill range if you need to deal with it. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to deal with. Alright. Lead by getting rid of these guys. Ah, that will do damage to the bomb, huh? Crap. I think then what we do is we have you knock that over. Oh wait, that'll have you be shoved as well. Ugh. Is there a better way to handle this? I don't think so, actually. I think I'm just gonna end up losing that bomb, no matter how I play this. Crap. Alright, except that the bomb's going to be lost. I just ensured that I lost both bombs. The Battlezone download going okay? Nah, it's not. Crap. Okay. Damn, I suck. Alright. You know what, I think this is probably enough for a proper test anyway, so that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. Alright, so if you're gonna be obstreperous, yeah, I think I'm gonna restart my computer to see if that fixes up the issue I'm dealing with right now, because I know this has worked in my main partition, though I have done more directly with... Well, I have done more directly than... Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? For now. Alright, looks like everything should be back to normal. Let's find out. Alright, everything looks like it's copacetic. Alright, let's restart Lutris and see if we can get stuff working again. Otherwise, I guess I get to figure out alternatives. Okay, so starting us off, let me see if I can get GoG Galaxy working. Open Lutris. Install. I wish it gave me more information than just installing game data. Well, I guess in case everything goes horribly awry... I wonder if it's worth trying to install a specific version of Wine to try and make it easier to deal with. Error missing Vulkan libraries, huh? I wonder if that's what it's throwing it for a loop. So what's this send us to? Well, it's not opening the link, so I'll copy link address. And let's see what it tells us. Is that the reason why it's getting frozen? Because I could have sworn that it had. Well, let's see what it tells me to do. See how much effort is required on this. I don't recall dealing with this in Linux, but then well, on my main, but let's see. Latest NVIDIA drivers, but I'm using an AMD thing. But if this is for explicitly NVIDIA drivers, then that shouldn't apply to me. Oh wait, hang on, I'm being stupid. Alright. We get to super user this. So, add a specific repository. Add architecture. Alright. Some index files failed to download, huh? That's concerning. Let's see, file is unexpected size. Interesting. What, is it because this is currently running? Yeah, it could be. Let's close it down and try and reopen it after we've done this. See if that makes a difference. Okay, so... Interesting that it's not letting me mess with this. But I wonder if that's the reason why it's failing to install stuff right now that isn't a Linux game. It's possible. Well, let's try the auto-generated and see if that works any differently. Gotta make this difficult, huh? I wish it said more than just installing game data. Ugh, that's annoying. Is there anything worth... Unless it's trying to pull up... Well, if it's trying to run Wine, then it should theoretically be pulling up an installer of some kind. And I should be seeing that, shouldn't I? I feel like I should. Although if I run this as a super user, it'll direct it to root rather than home. So, that's not necessarily the right call either. Well, let me do some research. Let's see. Okay. This is gonna seem a little weird, but... Alright, Lutris has now been put into debug mode. I won't be able to show this as it goes, but it should help give us some useful information about what's going on here. Alright, so GoG must be very confused as to how much I'm trying to ping their servers for this. Very confused indeed. Sorry, guys. Alrighty then, so in case this works terribly, is there a Steam game I want to try and set up while this is going? Oh. Ah, there it is. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Prefix not found, huh? Okay. So it's having an issue setting up a wine prefix, huh? Alright then. Oh. Interesting. So, what's the other one saying? Prefix not found. And then wine prefix creation is taking... So, let's go through this in detail. So, prefix not found. Creating a Win64 prefix. Okay. And then taking longer than expected. Okay. It's not an access issue, is it? No, that can't be it. So, is there some issue with how wine is currently set up? Well, let's install the latest version of wine. If we can find it in here. Wait, what? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. What is my best option? Alright, so let's see if I just hit the download button. Yeah, let's make sure that I've got the latest version of Wine installed. Oh, interesting. Huh. Alright, let me pull this up real quick so you can take a look. Okay. So, let's make sure we've got Wine properly installed, or at least the most recent version. So there's the debug that we're using for that. Oh, hang on. Oh, right, that was just it terminating as I closed that down. Okay, that's just our Lutris. I destroyed that. We're back to square one. Okay, bring this up. And then, let's see. Alright. And then make a note of your distro name. Although if that's i386, Alright, as expected. So that makes sense. Okay. Remind me, what have we got right now? Have held broken packages, huh? Huh. This just got difficult. Oh boy. Well, I was not expecting to run into this kind of problem. Let's see. Okay. That seemed to help. Gotta love debugging, don't you? So while we're waiting on this, I should probably have this closed down, just so that it's not getting in the way. Alrighty. So in theory, alright, let's see if that fixed up our problem. Install. Actually, hang on. Let's run it in debug mode again, just in case I need to. Well, just in case I need more information. Okay. Install. Let's see if this one works. I really should have chosen a smaller game to start with then. Guess I'm not going to have time for everything I planned for tonight. So be it. There we go. Now we're getting started. Okay. And now it should be exactly the same as if we were installing basically anything else. Alrighty, there we go. So it was just a matter of wine not being set up correctly. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they don't include that as something that required right out the gate, but so be it. I'm kind of surprised I didn't run into this when I was setting it up on my main computer, although I think I had installed Wine there myself in order to try and get a specific audio plugin to work properly, but maybe that was the difference, is that even installing something, even if it's not something I'm using actively right now, was enough to make a difference. I guess that makes the most sense anyway. Still, there we are. Yep, it's got to install all those. And there we are. Let's see if it works. Go! When can I find a Gecko package? Embedding HTML? Okay. Ah, that's why, because of the launcher. Okay. Alright. Let's see if it works. So far, so promising. Excellent. Alrighty. Let me make sure. Alright. So while we're waiting on that, let's see. I may as well set. Let's see. What were the two other games I was planning on looking at? I think it was this one. Alright, we'll let that start spinning. Wow, that's not even more space than... You know what, I'm not even gonna ask. I don't want to know. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and run through this mission just to get a sense for it. Welcome to Battle Zone. I've played this a bunch already, so I won't give too much of an introduction.
Comrade,
okay,
the Americans are advancing their forces from one set of geysers to the east to a second set just outside the perimeter of our main base. From there, they will launch an attack on our eastern flank. You must prevent them from reaching their destination. They must approach from one of 3 passes. Once we determine which...
Hang on a sec. Why are the input... Well, why is the input being weird? Interesting. So why is the map going crazy? Because, hang on a
pass
second.
they are coming through. You are to move your forces to the exit of that pass and set an ambush. We suspect that once they see you, they will attempt to retreat to their previous position. To prevent this, we have hidden a golem walker near the entrance of the pass.
Fascinating.
As soon as the Americans choose the pass they are taking, order the golem to the walker cutoff nav beacon. This will help you to prevent their escape. Destroy the recycler at all costs.
Alright, I need to remind myself of all the controls real quick. Hang on a minute. Why is it... Okay, that's curious. Well, at least it's recognizing that. Alright, at least that works just fine. And then... Interesting how the audio was acting a little wonky as I was moving around. Alright, let me remind myself of all the controls real quick. Oh yeah, it was L to combine weapons. Okay, cool. Interesting that the map is going haywire, though, whenever I'm strafing. That shouldn't be happening. Let's see.
Building.
Is it just when I'm hitting any button right now that it's...
Comrade, the Americans are advancing their forces from one set of geysers to
I guess we're getting that
to a second set just
repeated
outside
then.
the perimeter of our main base. From there, they will launch an attack on our eastern flank. You must prevent them from reaching their destination.
Wonder why it's getting mad
They
at me
must
whenever I
approach
do
from one of
anything.
3 passes. Once we determine which pass they are coming through, you are to move your forces to the exit of that pass and set an ambush. We suspect that once they see you, they will attempt to retreat to their previous position. To prevent this, we have hidden a golem walker near the entrance of the passes.
Let's see how it
As soon
controls,
as the
I guess.
Americans choose the pass they are taking, order the
let's do that
golem
up
to
here.
the walker cutoff
Yep.
nav beacon. This will help you to prevent their escape. Destroy the recycler at all costs.
Oh, now the map's not having problems? This game confuses me.
I need more power, sir. Guys are inside, sir.
Okay, so not a perfect run then, huh? I'll have to ask my brother to try the Steam version, because I'm pretty sure he bought it through there. Hey, brother! Actually, I may as well bring these turrets up with me,
Back here. Lead them one. Back here. Lead them
so I can at least set them up on the defensive.
Recycler here. More power is needed.
Now we'll just have you create a light tank to start with.
Yes.
Cool.
Unit factory. Constructing.
Okay, so we've already got
Talk to me. I'm right
a
behind
couple
you.
of units to work
Unit
with.
complete. Yes, comrade. Following?
I'm trying to remember how many units come from this direction. Well, we'll have them pretty close to the factory for now, just to make sure that that's fine.
Yes, yes. Back here. Yes, yes.
Cool.
Recycler
Is
here.
setting up a constructor? Maybe. At this point, it'll take a while for scrap to get to and from.
I need more power, sir. The American recycler and her escorts are getting on their way.
Alright. It's about to be go time.
Turret is deployed.
Alright, so that's where the scavengers are right now. We didn't need the armory, to be fair, but see how it plays out.
Ready to build.
Alright, so apart from the weird audio issue and the bit of the flickering there, give me a second, I'm gonna mess with my... There we go. Excellent. Alrighty. So what's Chapman up to while I've been tampering with settings? Hello, stranger. Oh, I just saw that your channel due to your video about free ring. Had a lot of potential, my dude. I want to see your video about politics you mentioned in the last part. The guy who made a video about the demons in free ring was an activist that promoted certain people to be accepted, although they want to destroy others. Yeah, eventually that video will be done, although it hasn't been a main priority as of right now, because I've got a couple channels that I work on, one of which is more focused on reviews more generally instead of commentary, but now that there's been interest as a this isn't the first time I'm hearing interest from that based on the reception I'm getting on the free ring videos, so it's definitely something I'll pursue. Although, I'm trying to think, what did I want to work on? There are a couple things I wanted to sort out before I did it. I think I wanted to make sure I had a good example of, well, a couple good examples of people going awry, and I don't want to just ensure I'm bashing one side or another while doing so,
Comrade, the American recycler is entering the lower pass.
Oh, perfect.
Who's next?
So,
On my way.
I think I know what I want to do for the next one. I'm not gonna, well, it's not necessarily gonna be a pleasant video I'll be looking at next, but you know what?
Building.
Should make for a fascinating topic, but much appreciated, much appreciated. I'm honestly kind of surprised at how much attention it's gotten.
Unit complete. Construction here. I move.
Go. Alright, is that my scavenger heading off that direction? Oh, right, it goes based on radius to... Yeah, it goes based on radius to the recycler, not necessarily exact distance.
Comrade, the American recycler is halfway through the lower pass. Come on.
Alright, halfway through the lower pass. Let's see, the walker's not there yet, so I need to be careful. You can talk about the dude who did something similar to the guy of the demons, but with Dungeon Meshi. I'm not familiar with that, and that is kind of the funny part about the video as well, because it feels very much like a convergence of circumstances for everything working out. Because you had a subject matter that I am fairly well familiar with. Oh, that's the wrong button. And a subject matter that I'm fairly familiar with. A guy who threw a long man bad argument out, which immediately got my attention. And then you end up digging into his arguments and you realize, okay, you're close to what is going on here, but you're also so far off the mark with the conclusions you came to that
we anticipated.
it is
The recyclers
sad.
finish them off before they escape.
So it ended up being a perfect convergence of, okay, the stars are aligning to ensure that this gets done. So I'm not sure what, well, I don't know how I'm going to top the free ring video, let's put it that way. Ow. How dare you fire back at me? Blast the escort down. Come on, boys, let's shoot it.
Comrade, the column is in position.
Perfect. Hang on a sec, is the... Hold on. How long is... Hang on, OBS, are you cooperating with me? Holy crap, hang on. How long has it been like that? Output. Hang on. That's the wrong setting. Moment selector. Share. Okay. Now you're actually working. Damn!
I will inform General Proton that we have destroyed the American site.
Hold up. I am very confused by what I am seeing. Okay. Huh. Was the stream all sorts of... Hang on. Was the stream actually working properly? Huh.
Now, onto their base and destroy the rest of their forces.
Was it actually working properly? It was hard to tell based on my vantage point. Maybe it was just acting up because I had back... Actually, maybe it was just because of what I was looking at. What am I hearing? And it's probably the... Actually, it's probably my escort that's shooting at somebody else. Okay, so hopefully all it was just where I was in the video, but no matter. Okay, so let's see.
Yes, Proton. It will be built.
Let's go ahead and get stuff set up to make it easier and just start
Unit
spamming everything.
Constructing.
Actually, if I want to be cheeky, I should set up a howitzer. Just that really have fun.
Construction here.
Alright, we'll get a supply bait. Alright, we'll get supply set up. Oh.
Complete.
Yurang, talk to me.
Alright, you all can go to Walker Cutoff.
I'm on my way.
That should do. Let's just check it out too. The guy was fuming because the author of Dungeon Mesh said that the main character's not autistic, and the guy got so angry because it destroyed a previous video he'd made. Oh boy. That sort of thing. Yeah, it's always amusing to see... Oh wait, it's that channel that made it? Oh no. I am very well familiar with that channel. That is... Oh, that channel has history. Oh god. I don't think I want to approach that one with a 10-foot pole unless I'm prepared to deal with some very intense backlash from the person itself. Well, him or hers. What does Lily Orchard identify now anyway? You know what, never mind. All that to say,
Yes, Proton.
I'm not sure I'm prepared for that kind of crazy. Still, it wouldn't surprise me if Lily Orchard was the kind of person to make that sort of brash claim and then get mad when it's confirmed otherwise.
Unable to comply. It will be built.
Now the walker's getting shot at? No, the scavengers must be going for more. Probably is just scavengers, given that this is still an introductory level to get a sense for this. Okay, no, they're actually sending real enemies around now. Okay. Luckily, that's a... Okay, that's a walker falling fast. Okay. I better get over there as soon as I can. Okay, let's get over there now. Before I lose everything.
I'm on my way.
Ah, crap.
Attacker lost.
You know what? Get
My
him.
pleasure.
At least kill what you can, right?
Comrade, we have learned the Americans are sending additional units from the northwest. Do not let them reach their base.
Attacker
Yeah, I've got bigger issues right now. I'm just letting my units get mulched right now by something. What, did they send bombers out or something? Okay. Is it finally under control?
Unit factory.
Well, regardless, start building more
constructing.
tanks. We're gonna need them. At this point, I should probably just make things easy by just
I'm
building
right behind
Howies.
you.
Unit complete.
Oh, speaking of which, hello! Time to die. Alrighty.
Comrade, we have learned the Americans are sending additional units from
Alright,
the
actually, I
northwest.
told it to repeat.
Do not let them reach their base.
So, Willie Orchard also got angry because he wanted the lesbian
We
couple
have
to
learned
happen,
the
but it never
Americans are
happened.
sending additional units from the northwest. Do not let them reach their
Hello.
base.
Well, either way, I probably shouldn't use key given the circumstances, but regardless.
We have learned the
Hit that button when I
Americans are
should.
sending additional units from the northwest. Do not let them reach their
There's
base.
something behind me. Oh, tank. Hello.
Talk to me.
Ah, crap. And my scavenger's getting shot at now.
Scavenger lost. Scavenger lost.
How did my scavenger end up check just to make sure we got something to help. Although,
Unit complete.
it's just a singular tank that probably and a couple of turrets that likely won't be enough to stop him, but
Attacker lost.
these are... Yeah.
Defender lost.
Okay, so... Alright, how many... Alright, so we've got a scavenger right now. Good. I better just make sure that it's under guard. Yeah, it looks like the group that was chasing after us may have gotten away, so...
Comrade, we have learned the Americans are sending
I really need to stop hitting that button.
West. Do not let them reach their base. Comrade, we have learned the Americans are sending a
Okay.
additional units
I need to
from the
remember that
northwest.
there's no easy way
Don't
to mess
let them
with
reach
settings
their
on that
base.
one. Okay. I think at this point, the best thing I can do would probably just be to set up a bunch of scavengers. Okay, so it looks like they did slip through a little bit. I'm presuming, unless those are turrets, which is possible. So where are you going? Because if you're approaching our forces, that can't stand. Hello! Go. Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Recycler
There we
here.
go.
Building.
So what else is Shadow 2? Shadow of Rome's a bad game.
Unit
The first
complete.
cinematic of the game says that if soldiers are going to die, they should at least take down 10 men. But if you do that, and then die, well, and they die, the game says you lose. Well, but if you do that, they die. Ugh. But I don't know too much about the game.
Recycler here.
I'll have to investigate at some point. Okay.
Unit complete.
Oh, hang on. American pilot? That can't stand. Goodbye. Okay.
You're defending.
Protecting unit. Following.
You're defending.
Okay.
Recycler here.
Set up another
Building.
recycler just to make sure things continue to be stable.
Unit
Should be
complete.
okay. How long have we been going with this game? Not too long. We'll have time for a couple more to test out a couple more tonight then. Hopefully. Although, let's see, where are my scavengers right now? Okay, collecting the scrap from all the combat that was out here. Fair enough.
Take care. I'm on my way.
The game is a bit loud. Let me mess with that then. I probably should just have it a minus 15 then to be on the safe side. There. Not an ideal setup that I've got going right now. Maybe I should just... actually. At this point, I'm wondering if it makes more sense to just have chat on my phone or something. Actually, I could plug in my drawing tablet for that. There we go. Okay, let me make sure that OBS is up front. Okay, then... Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Still moving. I'm on my way.
Yes, comrade. Affirmative. Yes, comrade. Affirmative.
Well, at least he got to where he needed to be. Okay.
Construction here.
And you really need to remember the controls for this game. That's been a while, to be fair. Oh, here is a cat. What do you want, buddy? You have something to say to the good people at home?
Following.
Alright, that ensures that you're not in the way of the scavengers. Okay.
Unit factory.
Yeah, I think we just take the lazy route for this. Alright, you guys get out of the way. So the scavengers aren't being impeded. Alrighty,
Unit factory.
let's take the lazy route.
Constructing.
Yeah, we'll see the Xenoblade at the end, Gilgamesh, worry not.
Still
complete.
Well, I suppose I can all... Alright.
Defending.
What's next? They'll do.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, I think it's time to go have some fun. Although we'll see if the game agrees with my assessment. Let's see. This Freeman explains what happens if a human has a child with a demon or an elf. I don't think it does.
I'm right behind
I'd
you.
be surprised if that could happen, to be fair. Well, the elf part is a bit more ambiguous, but given how different demons are shown to be, I'd be surprised if it could go that way.
Unit complete.
Talk to me. I'm right behind you.
Unit factory.
Probably for the best if we don't know, to be fair. Okay. So, any turrets set up while I was going through here? Didn't see any scavengers. There's plenty of scrap through here to where it might be worth setting up a silo eventually, but
Yes, comrade.
for now at least,
Offing out.
I think we just park out here, wait for our howitzer to get here, and then we get to bombard. Okay, so what have we got to work? What have we got to deal with? So there are scavengers in there, and they are working. I'm trying to remember where the gun towers are in this one. There's one.
I'm on top of it.
No, don't attack just yet. That'll be suicide. Let's see, half-elves I could see, though half-elves are probably so rare it don't exist, they could even be a myth. To be fair, there aren't a lot of elves in Freeren's world anymore, given the way she's described it, so I suspect it's a moot point in that dimension. Okay.
Unit factory.
Don't want to bust out anything more. It's probably... Unless I want to be... You know what? Let's be cheesy with howitzers anyway. How close to the current ones? Alright, it's getting there. It's getting there. I just needed to break down the gun tower, and then we can just run in like madmen.
Unit complete. Ready to move.
At least that's the plan.
What's next? Offing out.
Where'd my cat go? Probably ran him back outside. So how's your day going, boys? Oh yeah, I forget. When they're following you, they try and stay behind you. You know what? Just for fun. What happens if I do bum rush them? So how many gun towers do they have? Only one by the looks of it. That I find hard to believe.
I'm on top of it.
Oh, and of course you shoot at me. Although if you're shooting at me, you can't shoot at anybody else. Maybe that's actually a good thing.
For Mother Russia.
Huh. Okay, I'll take it.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, boys. What, did they all... You know what, video games? This is still an early level.
I'm on top of it.
Oh, wait. Oh, hell.
I'm on top of it.
I'm about to die. Yeah, go shoot at somebody else that isn't me. That sounds fun.
For Mother Russia.
Alright, that takes that one down. Alright, take out the factory now. Guess I'll just shoot at this in the meantime. Oh wow, that is loud looking at OBS. Damn.
The American mobile unit factory. Молодец! Comrade, the American scrap storage facility has been eliminated. Хорошо!
Good work, comrade. General Garnov will be pleased with our success. Perhaps I will even get a promotion. I will report the news to him immediately.
Alright, that should be good enough for a proper showcase of that. Alright, good to know it worked. So, let's see, is there anything more I need to worry about? Let's see, so what should I do as the next one? Because I had 2 games planned. Huh. Alright, I'll bite. Actually, you know what? Install that manual. It's been a long time. This ought to be fascinating. Okay, so I guess while that's running, we can see what chat's been up to. Okay, that game ended up being much louder than I expected, looking at those waveforms on OBS. Damn. Was it over? Well, whatever the case may be. So, what's chat been up to? More discussion on Freerun by the looks of it. I'm happy how the manga treats humans with respect and makes the fact that humans always want to evolve and our lives being short the thing that makes it so they become great mages. I'm tired of manga treating regular humans as fodder or bumps. The authors should embrace the human spirit more. Well, that's usually where stories end up going for humans. They're treated as ordinary, but it is the spirit that keeps them going. I feel like that is a common trope, though. To be fair, I haven't seen enough Japanese media to know how they typically handle that, at least on a fantasy level. Jay should try Legacy of Kain. I have heard good things. All a matter of time, right? I mean, just testing out the everything in here is going to be all sorts of fun, right? Let's see. Do I wait for this to install or do I... Well, here's what has me nervous about going into Baldur's Gate 2, because it's labeled as having a Linux version. Though, well, we'll see how that ends up going, right? Oh, right, it's got to install a bunch of other stuff as well, right? Okay, let's see how it goes. I guess just presumably to make it run better. I wonder if it'll have something similar for Descent. Well, I don't see it in my library. Huh. I might have to go begging my father for that installer too, huh? Unless it's in my downloads folder somewhere. Alright, let that chuckle to itself. Well, I guess then, as the nervousness I have about running Baldur's Gate 2, it's not the Enhanced Edition. I don't have the I don't own the Enhanced Edition. The thing that has me nervous is that I did test out the first game in my main OS, and after I was finished with it, it did seem to work. The problem was that it did something really weird to my user interface, to where the only way I was able to close out of the game, the only way I was able to fix it was literally to restart my computer. So I'm very nervous about opening this, but at the same time, sorry, that was loud. The whole purpose of these streams is to see what sort of crazy nonsense happens. So I guess while this over here spins to itself, doing whatever the hell it's doing, well, nothing for it, I suppose. Here goes nothing. Wait, that is a Linux version, but I'm pretty sure it is still using Wine in the backend. It's just GoG. It's supposed to work with it. You see, they released a remaster of the second and third Legacy of Kain a while back. All the games are on GOG, I believe, though the PC ports are old and kind of broken. Well, we'll see if GOG ever goes around to fixing them according to their preservation program, but I suppose time will tell. Look, didn't I tell this thing to run? Or is it just... I guess we'll find out. Probably a mistake to run it while this process is going, but... Worst case scenario, while that's chuckling to itself. Do I want to try getting anything else running in the meantime? Yeah, it looks like... interesting. I wonder, when I last installed the original... When I installed it with... I wonder why it's... I wonder why it's not wanting to work. Huh. I'm gonna have to investigate that... Well, I'm gonna have to investigate that on my own time. Weird. I'm surprised it's not letting me just... Oh, let's see. Browse file. So there shouldn't be anything too unusual about this. Let's see. What's Chapman up to while I'm figuring this out? Let's see, Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto. So a lot of the big stuff treat regular humans as fodder and inferior. Well, I'm not sure I would count Demon Slayer in that necessarily, although I guess the idea of surmounting the odds, I guess, does play a major role in the story, but still. Let's see, what else is Chapman up to? Expect the remaster of Soul Reaver 1 and 2 that's coming out on... Well... Oh, I see. The comment I was reading from Gilgamesh was related to something else. The PC ports are old and kind of broken, except that the remaster of Soul Reaver 1 and 2, due to that coming out 3 days ago. Okay, cool. Let's see. If the demon guy of the Freerin video tries to become your friend, would you accept? Depends. If he can't keep his politics to himself, we likely have trouble, but otherwise... I wonder why that's not working. Dumb question. What if I try installing that directly? I was able to get... Well, Technically, I was... Oh, wait. I have a dumb idea. I have a wonderful, awful idea to get this working. Let us see if I can effectively compel it to go in and use Lutras's settings by running it through GoG Galaxy. That might be the way to get this going. As it looks like that's going to be set there for a while, so I may as well not worry about that game for tonight. And while I'm waiting, let's see what chat's been up to. So, could George R.R. Martin be Tolkien in a fight if we make their writing potential into power? I don't know enough about George R.R. Martin's work to say for certain. I haven't read the books, and I haven't seen all that much of the show, so I do not feel qualified to answer that. Let's see, apart from that, let's see. And then, looks like Gilgamesh is talking more about Legacy of Kain. Fair enough. I don't think there's enough executing commands on here. Look at that. Actually, I wonder what the debug mode looks like. Oh yeah, debug is all kind of confused because it's getting the two mixed up. Probably not a smart move on my part, but you know what? Here we are. So, if Baldur's Gate 2 is having trouble through here, I wonder if I'd have any better luck running it through this. Alright, let me put in my password. Kind of surprised it didn't ask me for two-factor authentication this time. Okay, so... let's see what happens if I attempt to run it through GoG Galaxy instead. This is going to be the fascinating part. And in the meantime, how's Lutris looking? Still going at that! Oh, what else am I gonna do with my evening? I guess we will see. Is there anything else that I want to look at maybe tonight? Because I had 4 games planned. But this one's gonna be difficult. Is there another that makes sense to go for instead? That is... maybe old school classic FPS... Well, I had planned on looking at old school classic FPS later. No, I shouldn't have 3 things installing at once. Not through this, anyway. Oh. Dog Galaxy claims it's done. Let's see what happens, boys! Calling it now, this is gonna do weird things to OBS. It's working. Hang on a minute. It's working? Huh? Okay. Here's the next question. What happens if I Alt-Tab? Okay, good. If I go to OBS? Alright. Huh! It's not even doing anything weird with OBS. What the hell? Okay, it's stuttering a little bit, but... Okay, yeah, a lot of bits, but... Huh. Yeah, it's struggling if I run it through just straight wine, huh? Oh, shit, chill. Well, I ran into a similar problem with the first game, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised on that count. We'll just set up something basic. Just to get a sense for it. Let's see, yeah, we'll just do straight fighter. I wonder what... Huh. System monitor, you want to try and tell me anything interesting? Okay, let me take a look real quick. Okay, so based on the resource monitor, let me go back into the game so that we don't have to hear it looping. Okay, resource monitor. It's only using 1/3 of my memory, but it looks like my... Well, it doesn't look like it's using much of my CPU either. There's a couple that are... So some of them are being thrashed, but for the most part it seems to be working just fine. It's just stuttering here and there. A very wise fighter, huh? We'll roll with it. This doesn't need to be effective anyway. Sure. Why not? Dual-wield axes. Why not? Just go as basic as possible.
To battle and victory!
Yeah, it's fine. Definitely not running well. Let's see how it holds up in a cutscene.
Ah, the child of Baal has awoken. It is time for more experiments. The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process. Interesting. You have much untapped power. Do you even realize your potential?
More intruders have entered the complex, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
Alright, so it seems to be holding up just fine for cutscenes. I'll be curious to see if it holds up for combat once I'm in control, because it seemed to be struggling with my mouse. Oh. I think I saw a bit of stuttering there, but... Alrighty.
Wake up, you. Wake up. Come on. We have to get out of here.
Alright, I'll make this quick. Alright, so it's still having trouble with my cursor even in-game. Oh, right, quick save.
Yes? It shall be.
Alright. Yeah. Very stuttery installing it through this method. Let's see. Well, the important part is to see how it looks when we get into combat, so we'll bust that out real quick. Let's see. Real quick. Let's make sure everything's good to go here as well. Where's chat window? There we are. Okay. Remind me.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely struggling.
What is my task?
What do you want? Good to go.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Well, let's at least get ourselves into combat, and then we should be able... Well, and then I can experiment with getting this working better later.
This returns. I swear, traveling with you is never dull.
There we go.
Servant awaits.
Alrighty.
Yes?
Minsk will be free. These bonds will not hold my wrath, but will be liberally kicked in good measure.
Ah, yes. The best character in this game. Maybe a little. Rawr.
The bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Minsk and Boo are free. No, you will not. No. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you are a smart one. I understand now. You said what you did just to get me mad. Mad enough to break free. Haha. You are as smart as Boo sometimes.
Alright, that should do for now. Okay, let's rearrange things a little bit. Alright, that should do.
I will do my best.
Alright, let's get into combat. Although... Let's see... I gave myself axe for efficiency and dual wielding, so let's lean into that. Should be fine giving Jaheira a scimitar. You should be fine with that. You can hang on to this. And most importantly, had to do it. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. Oh, this sounds like Jim Cummings? That's because it is. Greatly missed in Baldur's Gate 3, I might add, but that is indeed Jim Cummings. He voiced a lot.
Yes,
Still does, to be fair.
it shall be.
Alright, a bunch of armor in here. Okay. Make sure we're okay. Let's see, do I need to... Let's see, let's give Jaheira a shield. Make sure... I thought you could use... Oh wait, that's a katana, not a scimitar. Small but important distinction, huh? Okay. I'm trying to remember... I don't believe you're hamstrung if I give you armor, right? Yes, so you're a druid, so you should be fine. It's Imowen that'll struggle if I give her anything of use. I mainly recognize him from Star Wars, didn't know he VA in games. Oh, he's done all sorts of stuff. He's joked about, quote, voicing your childhood, and when you look at all the stuff he's done for Disney especially, it is entirely accurate. Alright. So, a little stuttery in the... Well, by virtue of the method that I installed this, but... Actually, now that I think of it, shouldn't I be able to give Jaheira a quarterstaff or something? Oh wait, spear. Better idea. Which one does more damage? 1d6 crushing, 1d6 piercing. Okay. Doesn't matter too much. We'll just go with piercing then, just for fun. Okay.
Something up?
You're still detecting traps? Good.
I will do my best.
Let's get into combat. Eventually.
Time to move? Alright, alright.
Emma, when you go for it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Rude!
Yes?
Alright, you guys gun for it.
Yep. No problem at all.
Alright, disengage. Okay, so still a little stuttery, but since this is real time with pause, it's not the most important.
It shall be.
Yes, Jim Cummings is indeed Winnie the Pooh, and it is hilarious. Wait till I get to a particular line. I'll see if I can trigger a particular line while I'm testing this game out. Oh. Alright, Minx, let's see if I can trigger a specific line.
Where Minsk goes,
Aw.
evil stands aside.
I was hoping I could trigger the fun line. You know what? I'll just play voice lines afterward just to really hammer the point home.
What do you want?
Shame I don't have any ranged attacks right now. Well, apart from whatever Imowen has. But I really don't want to burn magic missile right now.
If I have to fight to get out of here, so be it.
Yeah, this game is struggling.
Dangerous mistake.
Oh, hello! Goblins!
Yes? What is
You better start dealing with those.
my best?
They aren't threatening to us at this level, but still. Alright, Minx, don't just stand around.
My sword while you can, evil. I won't be as gentle.
It is done.
Minsk is great. Oh, you've started fighting us, huh? Alright, Gibberlings shouldn't be able to do too much.
Every hamster has his day.
Okay, why are you guys taking so long to knock him over? Is it just the game's messing up, or it could be? Alright, you've knocked out that one. Man, this game does not want to cooperate in combat. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to mess with this on my own time. Figure out if I can get it working better. Is this being emulated on an actual old PC? Stutter goes kind of crazy. Oh, it's worse than that. Wine. On Linux. The whole point of this is to see whether it actually does cooperate properly on, well, on a Linux PC, and thus far I am not impressed. Though, the other problem is that ostensibly it has a native Linux version, but whenever I try and hit the play button on that, it ends up going, well, it ends up falling down and going boom. So, I'm thinking what I might have to do is potentially just install, well, download the installer directly. Although, it might be just mad at me because I'm trying to get another task sorted while this is all going on, but it's hard to say for certain. Still, really old game. So, all sorts of eccentricities by virtue of that. Let's see. Man,
I am ready.
that stutter is annoying.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Alright, one last fight and then we'll call it for this game.
You point, I punch. See battle bow, run bow, run! Yes?
Nature, take the life she gave!
Whoops.
Great pass ahead! Right?
Oops.
Swords, not words, make way, villainy. Hero coming through.
Alright, party AI's turned off, isn't it? Alright, so
It shall be.
stutter's bad, but it is functional. Yeah, we'll call it there. What, you still think there's an enemy around? Let's go over here then.
On my honor.
Alright, if you'll let me quick save, you'll let me proper save. Good. Alright, that should do for this test. Wow. This is bad enough to where I can't even type? Okay, yeah. Something I... Well, I was seeing similar behavior when trying to get... Well, trying to get it to work... Well, with the original game as well, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised by that. Okay. Because just to showcase what was going on before... So I'd hit the start button. Oh, hang on. Oh wait, that's Galaxy Client. I may as well let you. So I'd hit the play button and then it just won't go. So... Oh. Let's see. Well, it looks like I'm not the only one who's had this problem. Alright, so the Enhanced Edition specifically, unfortunately. Wonder if I could uninstall it and reinstall it somehow. Well, that's still chuckling to itself. Huh. Is there anything else I want to try out on this tonight? Probably not. Let's see. How long have we been going? Yeah, not too long. Let's see, is there a small thing I want to try out while I'm here? You know what? Morbid curiosity compels me. Interesting. So I can try and tack on some extra mods already, just right out the gate, huh? Interesting. What exactly does the mod do? Well, let's not worry about modding for now, since that's not the objective of this test. And we'll throw the manual in just for fun. Alright. Hiya! I'll have to do these installs on my own time, since that we won't have to worry about installing Lutris next time around, so hopefully that turns out okay. Now, where was the chat window? There it is. Go. We'll at least make sure it installs, see if we can get through a little bit of the first level, and then I think we'll call it a night. Nice. Away we go. Let's see if it works. Alright, that looks like a good sign. Whoop. That's a bad sign. That's a very bad sign. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Huh, and it's seemingly blacking out my second monitor as well. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it's... Well, I wonder if there's another setup issue on here. I'll have to experiment with this. Is that why they offered... I wonder if that's why they chose to offer opportunities for... DirectX wrapper Diablo fixed version? Interesting. So... I wonder if that's the reason, actually. I wonder if I should have installed one of those wrappers after all. Alright, go ahead and wipe that out. Interesting that they're just giving me the option for one of the mods then. Huh. So what does this mod do anyway? Okay, it's just an HD mod? It isn't just an HD mod, but actually makes the game a lot harder than the original. Huh. Okay. So, what's the other one? Interesting. So, it's a source port. So, huh. Okay, so it's meant to be QOL and hopefully run a little better, huh? Alright. Well, we'll try this one out then, see if it works any better. Go on then. Alright, that's progress. That is indeed progress. Indeed.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Now there's some nostalgia if you ever heard some. Okay, real quick, let me make sure OBS is fine. Excellent. Alrighty, back to the game. So, adding widescreen support by the looks of it makes sense. Well, if it gets it working, it gets it working. And if Lutris is going to make it that easy, may as well, right?
Please.
Alright, giving me that quest, huh? Alrighty.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Already throwing a horde of skeletons at me, huh? Did they up the frame rate on this? I don't remember it being this smooth. Definitely not the original version. At least it controls similarly enough. Ooh, already a better weapon. I'll take it. Anything good? Yeah, could be. Alright, not enough magic to learn that one, huh? Definitely a modded version. Not nearly as pixelated from what I remember. I'll have to experiment to see if I can get the original working, but for now at least. Wonder how much trouble it would be to try and set up wine myself to get it working. Given you shall receive, huh? Wonder what that did. No matter. Let's keep looking around. Okay, I don't remember there being this many rooms full of monsters. Is this another part of the mod, I wonder? Weird that I'm seeing so many monsters consistently. I don't remember seeing behavior like this before. Already giving me a level up? And again, they did just throw a ton at me, but still. Ah, shoot. Weapon broke? Yeah, I should probably go back upstairs and fix that then, huh? Alright, first off. Not gonna worry about magic. Duration went back to normal. Huh. Weird. No matter. Probably should go and fix this weapon anyway. It's not like I need the staff of charged bolt either. Okay. Definitely a modded version, but at least it's working. I'll have to explore a little further to see how... Well, I'll have to investigate to see how much this mod updated the gameplay component as well, but still.
Well, what can I do for you?
There we go. And if I want to sell those, I'll have to head up this way. Alright, that whole business. This is the Hellfire expansion. Well, it does have the Hellfire expansion in it.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Alright, you go away. I probably don't need the Book of Holy Bolt either. I don't expect to bulk up magic enough to where it'll be useful. Especially since this is just a test run anyway. Now that we've seen to that... Actually... looks like the buckler's fine at least. Okay. So we'll explore a little bit in the dungeon and then we'll call it a night. So, let's see what lies this way. Alright, now this is more level design than I was expecting, so probably just a fluke as far as what we ran into earlier. Anything interesting in here? Yes! Skeleton! Come on, get over here. Yeah, you better run. I forgot that traps could hurt monsters as well. Kinda surprised it didn't hurt me, honestly, but I'll take it. Get back here. There you go. Already potion of full mana, huh? Seems a little early for that, but never mind me. No matter. Gold fodder, I guess. Alright, what was that? Ooh, useful. Alright then. Cool. Knowledge is power, huh? When did that end up in my inventory? Oops. Alrighty then. That should be enough in order to get a sense for that then. Okay. So, bit of a mixed bag all in all, so minor little issues with Battlezone 98 Redux. Into the Breach worked just fine. Baldur's Gate 2, I had to run through Wine because of issues getting it to work on the native Linux version. I'll have to try seeing if I can get it to work using just the standard installer instead. And then, for some reason, what I tried to tack on with Moto Racer ended up just leading it to be, well, taking its jolly sweet time. I wonder why it's taking its jolly sweet time. Well, I guess I can just leave it running while I seeded the rest of my evening, but either way, I guess that's what we'll call it for tonight. So, let's see, is there anything important I need to mention before running away? let's see. Just remind myself of something real quick. Actually, I'm curious since the free run video came up in conversation. How's it doing analytics-wise? Because my god, I am shocked at how much attention it's gotten. Because I figured, hey, well, I remember seeing in my recommended a while back that, hey, here's a video responding to what you intend to talk about. And I had finished recording the audio components, or at least most of it, by the time that I had seen that and thought, oh, neat. Other people are talking about it and taking very different taking very different tacks to it. Nice. So, fascinating to look at. See how much people, see how passionate people are about the subject as well. I think that's probably the more surprising part. I think there are more comments on this video than there are on a 50,000 view review on my other channel. So, interesting to see how that turned out, but either way, I suppose I can't complain too much, right? Regardless, so I don't have a good idea as to when I'll be able to continue pursuing that kind of thing, though it was very much something I did. Well, it was very much a video I made on a whim. Just a matter of this showed up in my feed, and it's a topic I'm familiar with, and it seems like it'll be an interesting subject matter to look at, and it was just lightning in a bottle in that sense, so I don't know if I could ever top it, but you know what? There's been a lot of interest, so we will try. For now, though, this is still primarily a Let's Play and live stream channel, so we'll be back to the usual over the course of the next couple of weeks at least, while I wrap something up for a different channel. And besides that, let's see, looking ahead, let's see, Saturday, well, tomorrow I'll be streaming again. I'm trying to think if there's, let's see, I think I was planning on catching up on the reaction video backlog. There are a few things that were requested that I look at, but I won't have time to record anything, pre-record anything since I'll be busy that day, so I'll likely be thoroughly exhausted. Though, given how yesterday turned out with the game we streamed, I kind of want to jump back into that just to see where it ends up going. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. Should be fascinating regardless, however it shakes out, so it'll be business as usual for the next couple of weeks at least. I've got an idea as to what I could look at next. If you have any ideas for what I should look, if there's anything else of interest that might be interesting to talk about, I'm certainly open to suggestions. Though, for now, I guess that's what we'll call it. So, tomorrow, we will see to that. See, is there anything important in chat I need to worry about? It looks like I'm pretty much caught up. Cool. Alrighty. So, this time next week, I'll probably go back to Steam just to give myself a break on this. Given how hectic that getting GoG to cooperate was, I'll probably keep most of the GoG games confined to offline stuff, because for what I have in mind for the review channel, looking at all this stuff, I suspect that I'll need to spend a decent amount of time offline experimenting with stuff as well, so I guess we'll find out how well that ends up working, and worst case scenario, I should have a backup PC soon in order to allow me to run comparisons and whatnot. So, that should be all for now. So, tomorrow, I will likely be live. I'll be very exhausted, but I will most likely be live. If not, well, I guess I'll see you next week for whatever awaits. So, much appreciated to all the support over the last few days. It has been very much welcome and appreciated. So, until then, guess I better let this finish spinning, and then we'll see how it plays out later. Till then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later.